Merry Christmas, everybody. 1 year ago today, I took my first headshot on a doe. A couple days ago, I was sipping iced coffee, watching the sunrise in Cancun. This morning, I'm doing neither. I've been working on this Coke machine for my wife, and we went to Mexico, and I haven't finished it yet. So I've got my coffee. It's Christmas morning. She still doesn't know what I have, but I told her I have to get out in the garage and finish this up. So that's my plan, and follow along, and we'll see what we can do to bang this out. I figured I should probably explain what I'm doing this morning. I just took that little chute out, and inside here, if I can get that tin off, that is where the cooling coil is, and there's a fan that blows the cold air up into the refrigerant area. And I feel like there's a chance that that is plugged, because after I've been moving it around a lot, the heat dissipation is not as much as it used to be out of the condenser and pump and all that. And so I'm gonna get this all cleaned out, put it back together, and see how that goes. Also, I have this insulation exposed. I took this inner panel off here, and I'm trying to get to the light bulb inside this area, but I pulled this all out and there is no access. So I kind of think I might have to get behind this door and take this whole panel apart this way to get to that bulb. So right now, I'm not too worried about that. I just want to get it cleaned out and put all back together and have this ready to present to my wife. I got a couple little goodies in Mexico to go along with it at the market, and I'm pretty excited about those too. Well, good news, bad news, I guess. The good news is that it really isn't that clean or dirty in there. So I was able to just peel those tins back and blow out what debris was in there. But that means that there's probably a leak in the actual cooling system. And one thing I am not is a refrigeration guy, but I do have a buddy, and he's right down the road, and he happens to be coming over this morning with his wife to have some cinnamon rolls and open presents. And so I guess I'll have to have him take a look at that. I really, as much as I know that he won't mind helping out, he's basically bro to my wife. They went to school together, and they call each other bro and sis, you know. But I guess I'm just a proud dude, and asking for help is one of the things that I am not very good at. So I don't have a choice, and obviously I can present this. I gotta put it back together, and I can present it to Mrs. P, but I won't be able to probably get it in the house today. If we're gonna do any refrigeration work, I should probably just keep it in the garage. But we can throw some quarters in it. We can watch stuff come out. That's gonna be cool. Well, sometimes the blind squirrel does find the nut. I was working on taking this whole door off so that way I could figure out how to get to the other screw on this side. And I'm working and looking, and there's that little tab right next to the coin slot right there. And lo and behold, that's my latch. So I can test these bulbs here, and those are for select another drink right there. But I also have wing nuts, and wing nuts mean I can get this top display broke loose, and that's a good thing. And look at that. Maybe there's my problem, you know? So I guess what I'm gonna do, because I just found this as we're talking, so I'm gonna plug that in and plug the machine in and see if this thing lights up. Wouldn't that be amazing if all I need to do is find a plug? Check that out. That is awesome. It is working, it is lit up, barely, but it's just got a nice glow. And all it was that Molex connector. And the biggest struggle was getting that right side clip where just next to 3, getting that positioned. It'd been clamped down so long that even once I pried the bottom piece up, it was still hugged in. So I had to pry it out and get it spread out to where it would actually hold, and then center the Molex connector to allow it to actually connect. But we have a light. We have a slug rejector coin acceptor. We have a dispenser, and now I need to reinstall that panel on the inside and get some quarters ready. I've got some in there, and then I got to figure out a way to wrap something, now that it is Christmas morning, wrap something that will basically tell her what she's got. So thanks for following along. I've got to get this button back up. Merry Christmas, everybody. So I've been running this heater to get this gasket pliable because all the screws go behind it. Good news now is that's all I have left. And I was just trying to figure out where those 4 screws went, and I had the gasket screws in that place. So that's the only reason I took that panel off. Now all I have left is attach like 150,000 screws to this panel. They're like every 3-4 inches, 3 inches it looks like, and I've got a whole pocket full of them. So Now that that gasket's warmed up and pliable, that'll be a pretty easy job. And then I've taken this as far as I can.